Well, welcome to Monday Motivation. Today we are expanding last week's conversation about building community in adversity. We're digging a bit deeper because, let's be honest, a lot of people are struggling. So Carol Mendoza is here, our resident transformation motivation coach, and she's here to, of course, bring us some support. So Carol, I've heard people say they are frustrated. They kind of feel overwhelmed because of negativity in the world, at home, or even in the community that they are serving and living in. How do we dig out of this, keep ourselves from really getting stuck in that place?
Well, I think this is such an important topic. That's a really important question. It's really easy, I think, to feel like everything around us is just getting worse, right? You get sucked into that current. But the truth is, what we focus on grows, right? We know that. And if we're constantly looking at what's wrong, then that's what we're going to start to believe. So shifting our focus to maybe look for things that are good, that have been there all along, but really trying to seek those out. I think that's the way to do it. Instead of saying things like, you know, why is the world so messed up? Think to yourself, well, you know, what went right today? What are some things that went good today? And instead of, you know, why are people like this? I mean, I hear that a lot, right? Ask yourself, how am I contributing to this? How am I contributing to a more positive outlook or a better way of seeing things for both myself and others?
Well, you know, I like what I'm hearing. And the question from me, though, is as I hear people talk about how they feel, feeling different, what am I going to do about this? How can I handle this situation?
Right, they feel justified or
because
what
of
have
the
you.
division
Right.
and
I
so many
know.
other
I hear
things that
you.
are happening in this world right now. How do you balance?
Well, I don't think we want to ignore what's wrong, but I think that if you do sort of a litmus test, Tina, if you say to yourself, you know, is this something that I can make a difference in the next 30 minutes? Kind of stop yourself, because if you can't do something to change the situation in 30 minutes, it might be an opportunity for you to shift your perspective or look at something else to give yourself a different thought process. Some things we can influence, and some things only serve to stir up more frustration in ourselves. So I think if we ask ourselves, is this conversation or is this topic or is this situation, is this something that's making me better or is it making me bitter?
So you're talking about the choices that we make. We have a choice in focusing on what we listen to, what we say, obviously, and that keeps the conversation going. It makes you stronger, that is, if you understand that you can make your own choices.
Right. I think that's the thing. This is where I sometimes will say to my client, you know, you might not like me after this, but you have the choice. You are the one that's in control of what you choose to focus on. So you can choose to focus on all the things that are going wrong, or you can look at the things that are going right. And that's really your choice. That is something that I think we can all learn from. There's always good going on right alongside the negative. There's always. And so we have to be willing to look for it.
That's so positive, just to say we all together willing to look for it. Carol, as we reflect on what's happening around us every day, I know that you've come up with some ways that we can do that. We want to put that back on the screen right now so people can see those reflection questions. These are actually to you, our viewers, so we hope you'll go to WSAV.com and kind of take a look at these questions, some key guides to helping you move forward as you reflect and try to get out the noise, everyone.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
And we definitely hope that you'll join us next week as we continue to move further in our discussions about what's happening all across the country, right here in our homes, right here in our communities.
That's right.
All right.
Thank you so much, Tina.